Honey, and I went up there on the internet, I went on Threads, and I started gagging Duane Martin. You know, Tisha Campbell ex-husband. Yeah, I started roasting and gagging him for his birthday. Next thing I know, I'm up here on the neighborhood talk on Instagram. The people started tagging me like, "Oh, Jesse, you done made it down to the neighborhood talk." I went by. Then I said, "Let me go over here to TikTok and make a response video about it, just for Kiki's." And next thing I know, I got 100,000 views, 16,000 subscribe or likes. And next thing I know, and this was under 24 hours, I went viral, right? But they always a whole bunch of hateration, holleration in my dancery. So of course, the community guidelines were not followed, and I was kindly, taken down. Too much cussing, too much fussing, too much realness. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into the things of the things. First of all, you are watching Jessie Online, and I'm just here living life, doing me, boo. Welcome, and if you ain't subscribed to this mess, hit that subscribe button, girl. It'll be the best decision in your life. I'm just playing. Let's get into it. Girl, why did I go viral for cussing out Duane Martin? If y'all don't know who this is Tisha Campbell, ex-husband. It was his birthday the other day, and his new bitch, she gonna come on Threads talking about some happy birthday, my love. Bitch, fuck you and your love, ho. Fuck you, you bitch. Fuck his birthday. Fuck his whole fucking existence. Cause bitch, justice for motherfucking Tisha Campbell, Gina for motherfucking Martin. And I told his punk ass, I said, I hope both of you bitches had a horrible day, had a worst fucking day ever. I hope your fucking Uber busting in flames on the 405 freeway. I can't stand this bottom, bitch. Y'all make bottoms look so bad. It's bottoms like you that make your whore off of bottoms like me. But no, another part of the conversation is, even the niggas was helping, roasting gas. Because usually it don't go like that. You know what I'm saying? But even the niggas was like, this nigga messed up Martin. Fuck him. But, you did have a couple of bird motherfucking brain niggas over here talking about some, you don't even know them. Bitch, I don't give a fuck who I don't know. They're public figures, girl. They put this on social media. If I feel like cussing them out, that's what's going to happen. Y'all are going to quit always trying to jump on the morality bandwagon, thinking you gonna talk to me like I'm not a grown motherfucker my goddamn self. Bitch, I'm 32 goddamn years old. I say what the fuck I want to say. I pay my own bills. I get on this internet. If I want to say fuck everybody, bitch, that's what the fuck is going to be today. And there's nothing you hoes can do about it. I wish y'all would stop doing that. Start talking to the motherfuckers that's actually out here doing bad, reckless shit and fucking over people, LisaRaye and everybody goddamn else, and quit worrying about what the fuck I say out my motherfucking mouth, bitch. He a hoe and he a punk, bitch. I said what I said. I meant what I said. I ain't changing shit about it, hoe. So this was the result of that mess video that I made. And please excuse my language, because I know I'll be having a lot of the church people over here following me, and y'all got the Holy Ghost. Some of y'all do. Yeah, go to. But listen, so excuse me and my bad filthy mouth. But yeah, it went viral. But they took my video down. They said I was being abusive and I was bullying. But y'all, like I said, y'all know, y'all let these Caucasian people come on the internet and they can call people the N-word and this, that, and the third, and call people, use a whole bunch of homophobic slurs and all of this and that. And anybody can do anything that they want to. But when I get on here, when I get on her and start roasting and gagging, nah, it's a problem. It's always some hateration, but it's all good. Listen, but I didn't realize that a lot of people didn't know T and Shay and Gags about Duane Martin. A lot of people didn't know who the hell Duane Martin is. The people was just like, why are you going off on this man? Like, who is this? The people didn't know. Okay, so let me explain. So I'm on Threads, I think Wednesday night, just minding my business. No, it might have been Tuesday. I'm not sure. But anyways, so I was sitting there minding my own business. His new girlfriend or his new wife, whoever she is, the girl. She says, "Happy birthday, my love." And I said, "Oh no, you don't. I know exactly who this nigga is, and I know exactly what's going on, and not on my watch." Like Keanu fixed my life. Said, "Not on my watch." We the people that hadn't seen Duane Martin on TV or film in years, but everybody know how iconic Gina is. You know what I'm saying? We don't care about nothing about no. He kind of fell off, especially after he got, Gina got rid of him. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so his new girlfriend or significant other, whoever that heifer is, nobody care because the people was like, she sure look a lot like Gina. You sure got a tie. That sure seemed a little replaceable. That's weird. But anyways, but she not as cute as Gina, no shade. Anyways, so yeah, she said, now happy birthday, my love. So the people, a lot of people, especially if you're not in a certain age bracket, I'm 32. So when Martin was on, I was literally a baby. You know what I'm saying? Martin had started, I think, in 92. And so it was already 2 years in when I was a baby. And then it went off in 97. So I don't even remember watching really Martin when it was on. But, of course, it has a cult following. We all watch it. You know what I'm saying? I got the DVD set for the first season. So, yeah, but people that's younger than me, they didn't know, like, because they thought I was just going off on the man. And it's like, no, I'm going off because he's horrible. So, they said that, well, Tisha Campbell came out and was like, he was abusive during the marriage. And then, there was like a lot of money issues going on. A lot of people didn't know that, that Duane was essentially jealous of, Tisha's career, and allegedly, or that depends on your perception and your perspective. But, a lot of people didn't know that he's allegedly a bad person. And then a lot of people don't know tea about LisaRaye. Y'all remember LisaRaye husband or ex-husband, the man from Turks and Caicos, when she was married to a prime minister. She said that Duane stole her man, and then a lot of people don't.
And that Duane Martin was one of those guys.
Oh, you said it.
That was friends with him. Obviously, no shade to him, but we know him because of Tisha.
You don't have no shade to him.
What? No.
Oh, you said you don't have no shade. Oh, okay. Okay, I got it.
You are such a Libra. I love you so much. Because, we know him as Will Smith's best friend and obviously as the legendary Tisha Campbell's husband.
Ex-husband.
Ex-husband, sorry. I mean, at the time, yeah. Husband, but yes, ex-husband now. Were you the one who had to tell Tisha Campbell that her man was cheating on her?
Mm-mm. It wasn't my place. I did not, and I can't even answer that because I don't know. No, I was not in the room with him, obviously. I knew that there was some inappropriate things that was going on, that why he was coming back and forth to Turks, and I couldn't stop him from coming to my house when I would say to him, I no longer want you in the vicinity of me. You and I are no longer friends.
You said this to him?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And he would still come over anyway?
Mm-hmm.
In your house?
Mm-hmm. My butler said to me, he said, First Lady, Mr. Martin is here. Premier is not here. So should he stay in the big house or do I give him one of the guest homes? And I didn't want to put my butler in the middle. I wanted to say, tell his ass to go home. But, and I said, I didn't even know that he was there, but wrapping my head around that, I'm thinking, why would he be, husband, when I've mentioned that I no longer want to even see him? So you all got that much business going on that you saying, forget me, that you just gonna have him come anyway. He not staying in the big house, but he's staying in the little house over here, the guest home.
But the fact that, because listen.
Know about the alleged Will Smith tea and Jada Pink. He was originally the original August Alsina. So, you know, this man has a lengthy, sketchy ass past. And, you know, we on social media. Y'all gonna have to start getting over people not being accountable. Y'all let these niggas, y'all been letting bad people do a lot of bad things for a very long time. But when people come on and start roasting and gagging, now y'all acting like I'm the bad person. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm an Aquarius, boo. You know, I think I'm the protector of all humanity. So that means when somebody does something bad, I'm calling it out. And that's why a lot of people don't like me. And, you know, a lot of people were saying that it was weird that I was having a response that I was having. They was trying to compare it to having like a one of those parasocial relationships, but it never gave parasocial relationship because Martin ain't even my favorite show. I like Living Single better, and really The Parkers is my favorite show. I don't have no parasocial relationship. I just, when I see bad shit, I'm gonna call it the fuck out. Okay. So don't sit here and try to do no psychoanalyst type of situation on me. Don't try to motherfucking put no goddamn, excuse my language, but don't be trying to put no damn label on me, ho. I'm not that type of girl. And it wasn't everybody. It was just like maybe I saw maybe 20 comments of people saying, oh, that's weird. But everybody else was like, I know, that's right on. Right on. Show enough, right on. And you know, I don't feel bad about it. And I'll do it again. And I think TikTok is full of it for taking my video down. I wasn't cussing that hard. Yes, I was. No, I wasn't. Yes, I. But listen, we're gonna wrap it up here. Make sure that you hit like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at LILJSSYE. Also TikTok the same, LILJSSYE. And then if you feel the need to donate, because you know I'm not a rich bitch. You know, my Cash App is jessyeinc. I thank you so much for watching and have a blessed day, girl.